everybody, this is Dan for GemmyD on Cars. Welcome back to the channel. If you are new to the channel, you should consider hitting that subscribe button. But today we're taking a look at a very important car for Audi. This is a 2019 Audi e-Tron. This is an all-electric, brand new platform. It's not an electric Q5, it's not an electric Q7. This is an all-new platform for Audi, all electric. It's got a 95 kilowatt hour battery, which is bigger than most of its rivals, who we'll talk about what the rivals are to this car. This car starts at a little over $70,000, but this one is optioned to $85,000, and there is so much incredible technology with this car. So let's take a look. Now this car has the equivalent of 400 horsepower and about 490 foot-pounds of torque, and they say it will go to 0 to 60 in about 5.7 seconds, which is a little bit slower than its rivals. Its main rivals being the Tesla Model X, the Jaguar I-Pace, and the Mercedes EQC, which I don't think is out yet. Those cars go 0 to 60 about 4.5 seconds. I know the Tesla Model X has a P100D that's like 3 point something, but that is not what this car is about. It's not about all around speed. It's about, you know, luxury and beautiful appointments in the interior and just screens, and wait till you see the 3D camera. But this car is an attractive car. Doug DeMuro made a good point that with all these electric cars, there's two schools of thought. You either have like crazy styling, you know, which is like a Model X, you know, with the big doors that go up, or the I-Pace just looks a little funky, but this is just an attractive SUV. It looks like an Audi. It slots in between the Q5 and the Q7 as far as size, but it is so attractive with the LEDs and what they do when you turn the lights on and the dynamic, you know, sequential turn signals. It is just a really attractive car. Now you've got the 21-inch wheels. This is a beautiful gray color. It's just an attractive SUV. Now here is the charge point right here. You just press this button right here. That comes right down. That is where you charge the car. This car has the highest ability of kilowatt hours for charging on the market. You can charge this at 150 kilowatt hours. Tesla is only maxes out at 125, so you can't get that at your house, but if you're out at a dealer or a charging station, you can do 150 kilowatt hours, which will charge your car up to 80% in something like 15 minutes. It's just super fast. It's the fastest on the market. So you just press that button to hide that. Now we'll talk about where the charging cables are. They're under the hood right here, but just look at the design of this car. Now the all-new Q3, which is the subcompact SUV that has just been released, has the same design language as this car. You know, there's your turn signal right there, the LEDs are right there, there's 4 little hashes. Now an electric car doesn't need to have a big grille like normal internal combustion engines because it doesn't have an engine, but this car will make a hum noise when you're in drive. For some reason it wasn't working on this car, but it will make a hum noise when you're in drive and also when you're in reverse, so people can hear you coming. Kind of reminds me of that scene from The Office when Andy was snuck up on Dwight because they said, oh, if you're under 5 miles an hour you can't hear it. So I'll post that right here.
You guys, what is he doing?
Why isn't Dwight turning around?
The Prius is silent if he keeps it under 5 miles per hour. He deserves the win.
But yeah, this is an attractive car. We all know grills are huge on the market, and this car is no exception. But just look at the styling of this car. It is attractive with his monster wheels and the nice design of the headlights. Now, my theory on Audi design is that the overall shape of the car is, I'm not going to say boring or conservative, it's an attractive looking car, and they really go crazy with the lights, okay? The headlights are awesome. Going back around to the back, the taillights are awesome too. Now this is an industry standard light bar. Most Porsche models have that, but now it sort of has the same design here in the back. You've got the little dashes on the side, and when you have the lights on, the lights go the whole way across. You've got the sequential turn signals right here. Now you've got the sequential turn signals when you unlock it. Yeah, see, there's the turn signals right there. I love that. My car has that, which I'm such a fan of. Yeah, that's the brake light and the turn signal. Now when you come back up front, you can see, yeah, there's the LEDs right there. It's just one big dash across the top and plus the 4 little dashes down there. But yeah, now when you lock it, this is the key, by the way, e-Tron. Now when you lock it, does that. So yeah, I mean, it's an attractive SUV. I like the thought of more, you know, consistent styling as opposed to something crazy. You know, the Tesla Model X is an interesting car because it's just out there. It looks like a futuristic egg, and that's fine if Tesla wants to do that. But this is Audi, which is more classy and luxurious, which is all what Audi is. So now before we go on the inside, just to see, look at the trunk space. Hit this twice. Now this has definitely more room than my Q5, definitely not as much as the Q7. Like I said, it's sort of in between both, but this would be more than enough for your family. If I was in the market for an electric car like this, I would really consider it. I mean, this is just bigger than the Q5, and family stuff could fit in here just fine. Now there's also some space underneath here. I mean, that is a really big compartment there by the spare there, just to fit, you know, keys of cocaine and stuff like that. No, but yeah, just more additional space. Now we got to go check out the front trunk and see what's going on up there. Now, you're used to seeing an engine up here, but there isn't one. Now this is where the charging cables are stored, right there. That is pretty cool. You don't see that very often. You know, you're used to seeing an engine there, but that is where the charging cables are stored. Now this car comes with the charging cables. This car comes with the charging cables, and Audi will give you 1,000 kilowatt hours free of charging when you buy this car, which is just incredible. Now Audi's sticker says you spend about $900 in fuel costs, which is charging up the car, which is so much cheaper than a gasoline car. I mean, you don't have to go to gas stations, you can charge this at your house, and so you're saving probably $1,500, $2,000 on average on fuel costs per year, which that is incredible. I mean, this car is $85,000, so that just helps, you know, with the overall cost, because that is not a cheap car, but you get so much technology for this car. All right, I'm sweating like a pig. Let's go on the inside. All right, now we're going on the inside of the e-Tron. Now, you've got nice, this car has the black leather, and I am definitely gonna start it up because I am sweating like a pig. Now you hit the start stop button right there, and your seat goes into place, and you have lots of cool features here. Now I got to get this air conditioning going. Now up here on the dash screen, this has Virtual Cockpit Plus. I mean, my wife's car has the Virtual Cockpit, and that is seriously my favorite thing about the car, but this has Virtual Cockpit Plus, and the resolution on this screen is even nicer than my Audi. It is just, this is, you know, 2 years newer. It is just the most crisp and clean display screen and interface that I've ever seen, okay? So you've got the same thing with my car. You change the screen up here with this button right here. You've got your range here. Now you can go big and small, just like my car. I mean, the screen is so clear, I can see the glare coming off, like I can see my fingers here. So you go through a bunch of different things. This main screen on the left has your range. That shows you how much power you're using, obviously your speedometer over here. And you got your music right there in the middle, your telephone, and your nav screen. Now if you go hit the view button, you've got the whole screen is your nav screen. Just look how the resolution is. It is just unbelievable. You can zoom in and out as much as you want. You can actually go the whole way out and see the whole globe. But yeah, this is a 12.3-inch screen. It is just the clearest screen I've ever seen, okay? Now moving over here, this is where you got your media stuff and your HVAC controls down here. Now the screens are haptic touch, that you feel a little bump whenever you hit the button. Okay, I'm not gonna turn that down. So you got your HVAC controls down here. You can do the temperature one by one, but if you swipe over it, you can just go boom, just scroll on that like your finger. Go back over. We're gonna go 64, and the same thing with the fan as well. You can go 3, 2, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're gonna stick to 2. So now this one is just, you can click. But yeah, you've got a bunch of stuff you can do. Okay, you've got your heated seats, your cooled seats, which I'm gonna turn that on full blast because I am sweating. Now this is the fragrance. Okay, that you can change it in the settings, but it'll give you a summer fragrance, a winter fragrance. I mean, that is just I'm gonna say it's not necessary, but it is a cool feature to have. Oh my gosh, my back is so cool. Okay, the other really cool thing about these two screens is if I go and type in a nav screen, if I want to search, okay, this bottom screen turns into something that I can actually write on. I mean, this is insane. Okay, 986
986
CONNELL. That is awesome.
CONNELL.
And there it is right there, 986 Connell. Yeah, so then you hit that, and that is your destination. That is just one of the coolest things I've seen on a nav screen, okay? Now my wife's car has the little trackpad down there that you can write on, but this is just, okay, I just turned off the climate control. Okay. That is really one of the coolest features I've ever seen in a car, okay? Just the screens are so crisp and so clear. You've got radio, media, phone, navigation, settings, purchases. Now, if you go to the navigation screen, I mean, just look how crisp this screen is. It just works like a smartphone. You can change zoom in to pinch, go like that. I mean, it is really as touch responsive as an iPhone. It is just incredible. Okay, phone, media, radio, those are nice and crisp. Go back to the home. Now, lots of car videos that I've seen, the camera technology is just so incredible. BMW has a very cool camera system, but this I think is finally caught up and it is just as good, and I'll tell you why. Okay, if I have my foot on the brake, if I go into reverse, the cameras, now look at this 3D camera. Now, if I put it in reverse, the car on the screen is a live video of what the car is doing on the outside. If I go back up, and now if you can change the view where I can move around and see exactly where this car is. There's a school behind me and you can see that on the camera in the screen. I mean, it is just incredible, the technology and the level of, you know, cameras that you can see in this car. I can go above. Look how the screen moves. Like if there was something right here, I would see it. There's a overhead view right there. I mean, that is just incredible. Now if I go back into D, I'm going to start going forward and the car is moving. I mean, that is just amazing. Really, this is probably the best camera system that I have used in any car that I've ever reviewed. All right, I'm just going to back up a little bit. Okay. Now this shifter is kind of interesting too. The park is on the side and you just go back and forth. This thing does not move. This is sort of just where you rest your hand. So you go down for drive, up to reverse, see that's lit up, and if you want to go into park, you just hit that P button right there. I mean, that is just awesome. Okay, this is a new design of the steering wheel. Mine sort of has the two silver bars right here, but this is sort of like a four spoke design. It is very attractive. I love the feel of it. Now these paddle shifters, you're probably wondering what those are for. Now when you're driving the car, this will give you more regenerative braking if you do the minus button, and the plus button will give you more power. So we're definitely going to try that out when we get this thing out on the road. But yeah, see the overhead camera is still there. I mean, you've got tons of space down here. You can pop up these for a cup holder right here. You can do that on this one too. Just pop your phone in it. There's a little clip right here that'll hold your phone right in, so you don't have to worry about that. I think they offer wireless charging, but I'm not sure if this one has it. So this car is packed with technology. You've got a nice burled walnut finish right here. You've got nice sort of suede on the doors. Now the door handle is not like a typical door handle, like if you just do it, it's electronic, boom, and then you open the rest of the way. I mean, it's just the attention to detail of the suede on the door and the nice metal trim, and I love this wood finish right here. Now over here on the left side of the steering wheel, you've got a huge compartment. This is actually where the owner's manual is. Look how big this thing is. And this fits in a little cubby right here. I mean, if it was me, I'd probably put the owner's manual in the glove box and put my wallet in there. But yeah, this is just huge. So what I get from this is that Audi is an industry leader in the technology of the camera and the screens. I mean, the only thing I don't care for about the screens is that you just get fingerprints all over it. I mean, if you stored a microfiber cloth in here with you, I would clean it all the time. But the layout is good. You've got a heads-up display as well. The screen resolution is perfect on this screen. You've got 3 screens really, 1, 2, 3. I mean, this is more luxury than a Tesla Model X for sure. Tesla's, you know, the hottest thing around, but this is more substantial as far as the design and the technology. So overall, this is an unbelievable first electric car for Audi. I think it is going to be a big hit. I mean, the pricing is competitive with the other cars in the class. Like I said, the Jaguar I-Pace, this car is better looking than that car. The Tesla Model X, who knows if they're going to be around very long. I mean, it's an interesting car, but is it really something that you want to live with? And I would most certainly want to live with this car. I mean, just the features are everywhere. You've got the huge panoramic sunroof. That screen goes back to show the whole roof. Now let's head in the back and check out the back seat. Going into the back seat of the car, you know, you've got tons of space back here. You've got the shades there on the windows. Yeah, this would be more than enough for your family. Now back here, you've got a screen that shows you your climate controls back here. That is a nice resolution. You know, heated seats, cooled seats. You got pretty much everything. I'm gonna say this is a pass. Now getting into the seats. Now if I have the seat control where I would sit, I've got plenty of room here. Yeah, this is more than enough space. You could definitely see the setup of the front and the huge camera. Class-leading technology, space in the back for your family. I mean, if you had 3 kids, this would probably be too small, but 2 kids or 1 like me would be more than enough. So let's wrap this up. All right, I'm gonna wrap up this video now with the e-Tron. Now this car has unbelievable technology. I think it's the best looking car in the segment. I think Audi is really gonna have a hit on their hands. So I'd like to really thank Audi Mechanicsburg and John for everything they've done to help me set this review up. If you're in the market for an Audi in central Pennsylvania, go see AudiMechanicsburg.com. I'll put their link right here. But yeah, this car, unbelievable. So we're gonna take this thing out for a ride now, and we're gonna see how it actually drives on the road as an all-electric car. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. See ya.